I have one more thing that I want to show that I didn't get the time to do in class today, and it's pulling elements from different blocks and combining them. So in this case, I would like a pieced background with applique on top of it, and I'm going to make it as a block, and I'm going to pull it from things that already exist. So I'm going to go Libraries, Block Library, and the applique that I want to use happens to be in the Classic Applique catalog. I'm going to click on that, and it's the 8 elements. And it's this one right here, the tulip and pomegranate. So I'm going to click on that and say Add to Sketchbook. Then say Close. Whoops, I didn't want to close. Let's go back to the library, Block Library. This time I want to go up to the Classic Pieced, so I didn't have to close it in between. I think it's about time for bed, but and I'm going to scroll down to the 5 patch, and I want the 5 patch shoe fly, so I'm going to click on that, and this time I'm just going to go ahead and edit it to the block work table. I could add it to the sketchbook. Okay, so this came in as a 5-inch block, and I actually am going to put it into a 12-inch block. That might not be great for rotary cutting, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So I'm going to change the size right now. 12, tab 12. And I just want to copy this. I made it 12 because my block that I'm going to create is 12. So I'm going to use the pick tool. I'm going to do Control A on my keyboard, Control All, or Select All. And then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go up to Edit, Copy. You could also do Control C, but I find sometimes that doesn't work for me. I'm going to say Copy. And I also want to point out that this block is on the Easy Draw work table, so that's going to be important. So I have copied it. It is on my clipboard. So now I'm going to say New Block. I'm going to say Pieced and Applique. Because what I'm copying out of is Easy Draw, I'm going to use the Easy Draw plus Applique. And it already defaulted to what I already had this set for. I'm on the Easy Draw tab, so now I'm going to try Control V, and it worked. Otherwise it would be Edit, Paste. So it's on here, and I just need to grab it on the crosshairs and move it into position. Because my snaps are the same, it should just snap right in. To check that, I'm going to go over to the Color tab, and yep, the block is there. Okay, so I know it looks exactly like the last block, but let's add it to our work table because this one is the Easy Draw and the Applique. So add it to, not the work table, to the sketchbook. Okay, so now I'm going to View Sketchbook, and this time I'm going to choose that Applique block that I put into my sketchbook. I'm going to click on it. You can either double click or click on it and say Edit. So it opens, and this is a 6-inch block. I'm going to go ahead and change it to a 12-inch block also, because that's what my other one's going to be. And to copy this, I have to switch over to the Applique tab. So now it's selected. So now I can do Control A to select everything. Let's try Control C. It doesn't always work, but let's see. Control C, that should have copied it. Now let's just go ahead and add it to the sketchbook because it's 12 inches. I'm going to view my project sketchbook, and I want the second shoe fly block that's in here. This is the one that I was playing with that was the applique and the piecing. So I'm going to select that and either say Edit or double click. And now on the Applique tab, let's try Control V, and it didn't work, and that's what I find sometimes with this. So it didn't work, so let's go back. And I went ahead and did it to show you that it sometimes does not work. So let's go View Sketchbook. Let's go to this one because we already changed it to the 12 inches. Go to the Applique tab. We're going to go Control A to select all of it. Then it's Edit, Copy. And I don't know why it won't take the shortcut sometimes, but it doesn't. So now let's go View Sketchbook, back to that new shoe fly block, Edit, Applique tab, Control V, and it worked. And while it's still selected, let's just click on Center and Block. And now let's go over to the Color tab. And we have our applique on a piece block. So let's just color that. I'm going to use colors this time. It really can be anything you want. So let's do this, this. Oh, no, I don't want that center one on there. All right. I actually just wanted the cross part, and let's put, something lighter in the middle just for fun. Let's do these guys that way, and maybe cream or white. Nah, I don't like that. Let's do undo. Gray. Kind of just wasting time now with the coloring, but let's do the hot pink for these guys, and let's put it in the middle too, and maybe let's do a purple for the other flowers. It can be, like I said, anything you want. So these are applique patches, so that's going to be a whole piece behind there, and then these are sitting on top of it. Let's do this, this, and one lighter. I'm not sure I'm loving this color scheme, but I can't help myself. Now let's get some yellow. Here. Some greens. Let's do this. And the stems, let's do a darker green. Just do all the stems that color. And let's go a brighter. I'm not loving that pink in the center. Let's try this. I like that better. When you're happy with it and you can completely recolor it, just add it to the sketchbook. Whoops, close, not view it, add it. So that's how you can bring in a piece block and an applique block and combine them and have a whole new block with just a little more interest in the background.